Okay, guys, we're starting. Good evening, everyone. We continue. We're gonna start out the Shalom Bayit Shiur that we do always. And briefly, I also wanted to connect it with something special. We'll see how it's gonna work out. Basically, we talk a lot about Shalom Bayit, but the explanation, husband and wife, about the respect each other, attention, to love each other, to help each other. Now there is one point I want to bring about this, about Yehudi, that Rav Simchat Cohen talks about over here. Okay, talks about the, I don't know, you're going to help me in English maybe if I don't know exactly the word. The Beit Shammai, that the Beit Shammai brings down this in Pirkei Avot, is saying over there, Haveh mekabel et kol adam besever panim yafot, which means that you should accept people, yeah, with a beautiful face. Saying right? Huh?
Well.
Beautiful face. I mean, I don't know how to say a different word for that. In Bukhari, it's saying Chanero.
With the smile.
Okay, well, it's not smile. It's
Happy.
he's saying Besever panim yafot.
Happy.
Huh? Did he say happy?
Яфот красивый.
Красивое лицо.
Яфа красивый.
No, I will explain to you. It's like when you saying, you see somebody, when you say, how are you saying? Hi, how you doing? You show a little bit, happy face, like you're happy to see him. Hi, how you doing? How's everything? You know, you're gonna say, wow, what are you doing? You see, when you're doing, if you're changing your action, your accent, the way you talk, when you say hi, it's for it.
You have a pleasant.
Yeah, huh?
It's a pleasant.
The pleasant face.
Pleasant. Pleasant.
Okay, but how you saying Besever panim yafot? Beautiful face,
Yeah, beautiful.
pleasant face.
Pleasant.
What the right word?
No, beautiful. Яфот красивый.
Done beautiful.
Okay, I think you must understand.
I think pleasant is the best word.
Yeah, but exactly, but the word in Hebrew,
Beautiful.
it said Besever panim. Panim is a face. Yafot
So yafeh.
should be nice face, you know,
Pretty face.
pretty face. Yafot, something like that. Now, I give you an example. It's very important, you know. We doesn't see, I don't know how many all the other families at the house. Let's say husband leaves the job at the morning. There's wife, or the wife leaving in the morning. Does the husband saying nicely, "Have a good day, have a nice day," or the wife saying to the husband, "Have a nice day, have a good day." With them, that's called panim yafot. Now, Beit Shammai really basically brought that by saying in a majority way to say that, you know. But over here, the Rabbi talks about the connecting this with Shalom Bayit. With Shalom Bayit. The question is, does wife say that? I mean, the way I know the family, not everybody does this. Not everybody doing that. Even let's say they're coming from job. Sometimes they're saying, for example, if she's upset or something else, only Jewish. You came already? You know? Kind of face, but making feel not so good, you know? So, between Beit Hillel, there's two rabbis, Beit Hillel and Beit Shammai. Between both of them, Shammai, he's bringing this. He brings this explanation. It's his word. Beit Shammai is saying to do this like a mitzvah, like daily mitzvah, not like it's good to do that, it's a chesed, it's okay, it's nice to do. No, it's like you have to do that. Which is Beit Hillel, he's basically on that, it's good to do that, it's a chesed. But Beit Shammai is stronger than that. He's saying you have to do that, you must do that. And why they saying this, sometimes we could see from the face, sometimes people doesn't want to see somebody by saying hello, because he's like a sour face, not nice face, action he's not beautiful, so you don't want to come close to him and say hello to him. Or somebody saying hello with the ego. Saying it's such a gava, this cannot be say hello to him. It's a thing with who knows what, You don't want to come close to those kind of people to say hello. But connected this situation with Shalom Bayit between husband and wife, it's very important. That creating another plus and a harmony in the life. And we have to know this. And the Bukhari, I can't say Bukhari, but most of the families doesn't have that. If we realize, we don't have that. It's like you sleeping, let's say, you just get up from the bed, and your husband leaving any minute, Do you have to really say, okay, hold on, husband, let me tell you, have a nice day. Oh, big deal. Sure, after this. So you left him, I have to really run, and after tell him, have a nice day? We'll not think about this like a serious thing. We'll not, then I will think about it. Or the husband, for example. We will not talk about it. We will not think about that way. But Beit Shammai bringing this, saying, you have to do that. And he's bringing this case, the reason is, he's saying that really, face of the person, by speaking with another one, it's giving different energy, different feeling. You feel much more comfortable to have a conversation with that person or a husband and wife together. And it's very important. Guys, we have to know one thing. Really, I wanted also basically speak about this, connect this was an important thing. I want to really start the beginning by saying a different thing because, most of the ladies sometimes they complain by saying, Rabbi, you speak about the wife, take the woman's side. And, It's normal. And most of the people, ladies and the men, they like to go to the shiur with the place they like it. With the places, this is for me because it's something I wanna hear it. It's like I wanna know. This is something I want,
Curious.
The question is, you wanna hear something, you wanna hear it, or you wanna hear something right, something reality, something supposed to be. That's the big difference. That's the big difference. If the person gonna know, I wanna hear whatever I wanna hear it. Because there is a Debrei Torah with the sages saying, let's say lady side or men's side, oh, I like to hear it, Sometimes you're going to say, I don't like to hear that. It's something against me, something doesn't take my side.
That one.
So I don't want to talk about that.
That's right.
He's not invited.
Okay, shh, guys. So I don't want to hear about that. Now, why I brought this, I will tell you why. Ladies, listen over here. I want something very important thing to tell you. Shlomo HaMelech said in the Torah, he said in his book, he said, Isha bona, Isha oreset. Isha bona, Isha oreset. What does it mean? Isha bona, a woman is building, she's building the life, and she could destroy also, chas v'shalom. That's the power of woman. And really, I really wanted to talk about that. Why? I will tell you why. Sometimes if you realize, the husband, man, wanna succeed something in his life. He wanna succeed something in his life. He wanna reach kind of level, or to get kind of level, and you want to receive that level in spiritual or in physical, True, tell you, ladies, I want you should hear that. it's in your hands. It's the woman's hands.
Amen.
And when the wife doesn't give that power to the husband, he cannot succeed that.
Amen, God.
Huh?
Amen, God.
He cannot succeed
More
that.
power.
And when we could understand this? You know when? Sometimes husband and wife, they could live for 30, 40, 50, 60 years. They could live. But still he gonna say, he might say, I didn't succeed whatever I wanted. I live because that's the life I wanted, but I couldn't succeed. So you're gonna say, or we could say, okay, it's from Shamayim, from the heaven, you know, Hashem, that's what he wanted. We could talk about that. We could say that. But still, Shlomo Melech said, it's the hands of the woman. It's the hands of the wife. That if the husband want to succeed something, if he want to succeed something, if the wife giving the power, he will succeed. Now, when could we see this result? You know when we could see this result? We could see this result after 25 years, after 30 years.
Damn.
Then you're gonna say, then you could mention, or then you could say, show with the finger by saying, yes, my wife is really extra special Eshet Chayil, or not 100% Eshet Chayil.
You have to wait 30 years to see it?
When I explain to you why I say that,
25.
because 25. Because I will tell you when I want to say that. You know, some specific stuffs you cannot see this because he want to do something and it doesn't go. It doesn't go. It's not going. You want to do something, it doesn't. Always this problem, that problem, this problem, that, and always she's saying, forget about this. It's not for you. You're wasting your time. Don't do that. You're not capable for this. She might even not hate him so much. Or maybe she's there. She might not hate so much. But when she doesn't give a support, that's it. It's already called kind of, I don't want to say that word like Shlomo Melech said, of the another side. Because woman's side, it's always give a support to the husband by saying, you will succeed. You will make it. If we realize, I mean, we are always adult, some of them young, we have a kids, we have a family, some we also have a kids, very young kids, yeah? I mean, I already have a big experience of that, and I know really how it's working out. When you see the child, he doesn't succeed, if you're going to tell him you will not succeed, you're not going to make it, you forget about that. It's not for you, you're not going to succeed. She or he doesn't matter. But when you're going to say to the child, you're going to make it, you do smart, you have a power for that. You're going to say in the end, child will make it. He will make it in the end. It may be take different example, not example, but different time with his brother or sisters, but in the end he will make it. But why? Because mother or father always giving power to the child by saying, you're going to make it. You're going to do it. You have power for that. Because the words of the person has a strong energy. Most of them, father and mother, between the kids, and husband and wife, between them too. The question is, if we're looking for, now why I said, Isha Bona, Isha, another side, why I say that? Because sometimes I see and I realize and I look at that, some situations I know, that the husband want to succeed and the wife never give power, never help for that. Maybe she didn't try to put him down. So, but if she does this putting down, it's already worse. And not only succeed a physical, spiritual, even to succeed for the success of the kids, it's also the hands of the woman. You know that? You know, and I told you in the shurim before, you want your children gonna be, have the saying in Russian, vaspitanny? You wanna have a success from your kids, that they should be succeed, whatever they wanna succeed. You want your children should listen to you, most of their father. It's everything in woman's hands. Everything. Because even father, that's what I'm saying to you, even father, strong guy, very, not aggressive, but tough guy, it's not gonna help. It's not gonna help. If the wife not gonna psychologically, emotionally speak with the kids and explain it's important to listen to the father, he will not listen. How much he gonna be tough, in the end, he will break his father. He will not listen to him. You know what? And you know what? Even it could be Chas v'Shalom Rahman al-Islam in the religious family too. Not only, don't think we're either giving shit for religious people, you know that. We're not thinking about the not religious, even in the religious families. Because, you know, like in Shabbat, somebody told me, I know religious people getting divorced, Rahman al-Islam lo alechem. They this, what's happened? You know, like, and I told them, religious thing, I mean, even though I don't like to say that we're religious, but we think it's like a custom way of doing those mitzvot, it's really cosmic connection with the world. But Torah, I said, Torah, it's like in Hebrew saying kli, or vessel. Kli, or vessel. What's vessel? Instrument. Depends how you're going to fit on that vessel. You understand? So, if you know how to fit yourself in that vessel, and that kli, so you're going to go in the right direction. But sometimes, could be even the kids or families or people that are religious, but that vessel for them, it's not strong enough to hold, because they have too many energy, or too much negative energies, which making them sometimes to get break, you know? Even they could go back, go here and go there, and then come back again. But that call kind of work with that vessel, that what? That in the end, I should succeed right direction in my life by following the Torah. It doesn't mean if you see any religious did something wrong, so it's me, Torah is something wrong with that. It's have nothing to do with that. Why? If you saw a religious person, let's say you see a religious person did something wrong, why, you're not going to go to hell because of that? Because you're religious? Such kind of thing. Such kind of thing. Religious, not religious, there is a law. You pass the law, you didn't do what was supposed to be done, you pay for it. Have nothing to do with religion or religious. But still, that entire way of, we, by sitting here and listening to Debrei Torah, our goal have to be one thing. What? How I could listen to the Torah, how I could work on myself, how I could change my attitude to be in the right direction. And again, ladies, это очень важно знать. Isha bona and another side. Because that, guys, ladies, you should know one thing, you know. I will explain it. I had a lot of details on that, but sometimes it's very hard to remember everything. I want to say something, and it was a very important thing. You know, it's basically any success in your life, you want to achieve it, you're going to receive and achieve this through your husband. Now, let's say, yeah, you're smarter than your husband. There is also the kind of family I saw that too. Let's say you are brighter than your husband. Let's say you are smarter than your husband. But you know what? Still, you're going to succeed your success through your husband. Only that way. Why? Because the channel of your life is the man. Is the man. Now, you must, but he's not smart. Doesn't matter. You could make him smart and a bright and a tzaddik and whatever you want. And even chas v'shalom rasha. You could make it. You could make it too. It's in the woman's hand that has such a unbelievable power. The question is how they are trying to follow that or to receive that. You see, there's one problem and the woman's side. And you should not understand me wrong way. And it's important also the man's side too. It should very important to know that, you know. You see, we people, we're not sitting 24 hours at home. We're outside, we're going to work, we go in weddings, we go in different places, we meet people, נכון? We see families, we see friends, we see other people, we meet them, we talk together. What's happening is, suddenly you hear from your friend or whatever, and she's saying such a crazy thing for her husband, or maybe you buy me something nice, or doing me like this and that. So automatically coming to your mind, but my husband is not like that. Wow. I sing Bukharsky, man. Why should I don't want to say that word. I'm not lucky. You know, it's a very bad thing. That's the beginning of creating at the house problems.
It's the beginning of the end.
Huh?
It's the beginning of the end.
Beginning of the end. You are creating a problem in your life. Why? Why? Because when you gonna hear something about somebody saying something good about his husband, and you're gonna say, but the way husband I have, it's my soul and it's my neshama, it's whatever Hashem will give it to me. My husband also gonna succeed this by the time, if Hashem won't. And not only that, maybe had that your friend, husband, maybe had a lot of different problems, which your husband doesn't have that. Now why I'm saying this, you know, we seeing that, we realize this. People sometimes try to compare his wife. Also man husband, oh she's the new nagze, she's this and that, and my wife is not like this. Now why I started with the woman, because since the Jewish family, the ladies, they're so important. So Hashem somehow want from you more than the man. Do you know that? Hashem want somehow more from you than your husband.
But it goes that way. We also do everything. We cook, we clean, we raise the children, we do everything.
So what
It's
you
like that. If you take it a whole
But that's
part,
your
the
job.
woman has a bigger job than a man.
Nowadays we work same as men.
No, man works hard.
I understand, I'm not saying
You
nothing.
guys have the best
Okay,
gift ever.
I'm not saying
You guys have the
nothing.
best gift ever. You guys can multitask. We cannot multitask.
Okay, shh. Okay, Marina is saying that the woman working more. She doing this, she doing that. But again, you didn't understand this kid, what I said from the beginning. Even you saying you do this, whatever I talk about, what I explain, is everything depends to your mouth, Marina. Is everything depends to your mouth, to your action, and to your beautiful face, the way you're gonna act to your husband. I have nothing to do now working hard, because if you ask me, our generation, this generation, I can't mind because you are all younger than me a lot. Your generation, the man, I will say quietly, close to the Chai B'Sor Bolon Ravan, close to the gold. Why? I mean, you know what was before. Man was a totally, man is a manual. Forget about. I can explain to you. The kids used to scare speak with the father. My father used to have scared to raise his head to say something. Everything to the mother, you know, and everything used to be. Father said it's like a law. Nothing changed. Woman, wife cannot say anything. Today, forget about. They help. They clean the house if they need to. They bring the money. To the wife. They show everything. They give everything. They buy. They work hard. They together doing a lot. Cleaning the house. A lot. Come on.
I'm
They're
not
buying
saying
gifts to
nothing
the
about man or a woman. I'm just saying in total that Hashem put us in this world. We have a mission to complete. What was my goal word is like a woman put into this world. She's standard of a more higher than a man. Jest tak женщина more higher than a man.
Higher in what sense?
In spirituality.
If the one side could be, but responsibility of spirituality in the men more million times than the wife. We should know that. we have prayers, we have keeping mitzvot, we have the extreme of Talmud Torah, Keneged Kulam, which is important.
I know.
And,
What my point was that we are restricted because of the hours. Бог нам не дал много митцвот, как вам дал, как мужчина.
okay.
We're eliminated a lot of things.
You getting mitzvah through the husband. You getting all the credit through your husband.
But still, I don't
It's
know.
not
My
enough.
husband always told me that a woman is much higher than a man. That's what my husband
That's
told me.
And there is some yes, some not. In what
What
sense?
sense is saying that?
In what sense? And everything you want to say?
I'm not in everything.
And one point, yes, you do. Yeah, so that's what I say right now. Isha bona, and another one. So which means, if the Torah, if the Shlomo HaMelech said, which is the Torah is this, Shlomo HaMelech said that he didn't say men build and men destroy. He didn't say that. We're not gonna find any Torah, no Chumash, no Mishnah, no Gemara, no Zohar, no Midrash, no Kabbalah. You're never gonna see nowhere that said men build and men. You don't see that. Only woman. Woman build and woman another one. All the time. So already you could see that you are in one level higher than the man. So that's the reason the responsibility to have a success to your husband, to succeed something you want to succeed, it's in your hands. Why I brought that, Success, not only money, not only physical world. I think one of the best to succeed in a family's life, I think it's kids. Which means when you're gonna see perfectness of your kids, it's not enough. It's not enough. Then the respect of the parents from the kids. And listen, and like they saying, to hold hands and stick together. That one, the hardest one. That's the hardest one. Because when there is a family know how to hold hands and stick together, which means that woman know her job. She know her job. And you know what? It's everything depends to your action, to your behaving. I mean, whatever I'm gonna say right now, don't think it's only for the woman's side to understand, also from the men's side. The way I sing, I don't want to repeat myself, but if I say woman not allowed to put her husband down, it's mean also for the man, should not do it. But I'm gonna give you an example from the woman because to try to explain to you how is highest you are, that is in your hands to build everything. Because if the woman gonna put the husband down every moment, every second, it could be not same word in different cases, next to the families, next to the kids, next to the relatives, next to this one, next to that one, kind of cases. So even the man, you know what? He doesn't put attention. He doesn't put. There is guy, by the way. There is kind of guy, I know. He doesn't put attention. And he lived with this for 25 years, 30 years, for many years. But in the end, you're going to see the result not so good. Why? Because you broke entire honor that's called by name father. They're not going to listen. So husband going to be a horse, bring the money, and she will take care of other stuff the way she would like to, and that's it. But there's no good communication normal way. They're not going to be a situation holding hands and stick together. They're not going to be, respect the way it's supposed to be. Not going to be. It will be maybe because the family people don't see, be quiet a little bit, but it's not going to be in the heart, in the bottom of the heart the way it's supposed to be. Why? Because the wife didn't give whatever's supposed to be done at the family between husband and wife. You understand what I'm saying? You have to understand me correctly. Don't understand me wrongly. I know many people, I used to, even 20 years, 25 years ago, I don't mention the name, for the rabbis, that They used to say we like to go this shiur, which shiur? That always ladies. Men, mamash, you have to make them. How you clean the floor? How you call that? Trapka. A piece of cloth and clean the entire house, you know? And the wife feel good and they're listening. Okay, they kind of men always. I'm not against by saying you have to respect wife. First of all, our generation, I'm seeing the guys. I had a conversation with some guy. He have a couple of daughters. He said, I'm quiet. I said, why are you quiet? He said, today's guys, everybody like a woman, he's saying. So he's how say Bukhari the last jump. Everything will be okay. I say, take it easy a little bit, you know. Don't think what you're thinking, because it's not the way you. If you're not gonna go follow Avodat Hashem the way it's supposed to be, it's not gonna be whatever you're thinking. And why I'm saying that, you know, that's one of the reasons. That's one of the reasons today we see that, that too many separations happening. Why? Because we're losing the respect at the house what's supposed to be. Do I say before? Even you smarter than your husband, even you are bright than your husband, even you understand more than your husband, but make him channel no matter what. And you know what? If you know how to give it to your husband, automatically you're gonna say, I trust you. Just do whatever you're supposed to be doing it. He sees on you. He sees on you. What? He sees on you that braveness that you could take care of the problem. But don't ever suddenly after that, since you doesn't understand, or she did something and she asking, why you didn't ask me? Or since you don't understand anything, so I could take care of it. You don't need to know that. This already starting creating, already creating a problem by losing that channel of the husband at the house, how to hold the family is supposed to be done. And I'm thinking, guys, that very important also to know from the men's side too. I'm not trying to. Why I brought this? I told it before. It's very important to know that. Challah party. It's very important to know that we're not trying to bring over here that the woman put them down. And opposite, the way I told you, since you are such a high level and you have a power, that the Shlomo Melech said that you could hold the family, that you could take care of the family, that you could have that power to do that could be in your family the best one. Yeah. So that's the reason you have to know how to build that. It's in your hands. It's everything matter of feeling, of believing Hashem. It's everything matter of how to put at the house that importance of the husband. Now with this coin together, I believe, or I know over here by seeing all the guys, that the respect of the wife is also very important. True. The respect, they're really doing a lot. Cooking, washing, taking care of the kids, preparing the food. It's not small thing. And I believe that all the way by sitting here, that really take care of this serious way. And I see that one side. I don't know. Is there any questions I could, is there any questions? Yeah? Is there any questions? We will continue.
Whatever you said is true. Totally true. And the point is, woman has their own position, men has their own position. That has to be understood. That's it.
No, but when you say different position, they have
Duties,
their own.
I mean duties. Let's put it duties.
They roll.
The way I told you, they have their own job. We have our own job. But with this together, I wanted to bring over here, since the ladies over here, that how to know the important that if the wife gonna be brave enough, smart enough, know how to guide the heart of the husband, and how to bring at the house that importantness of the father at the house. You see, your children gonna love the woman more than before. more than before, because they see, they know how the respect between mother and father is going. I just saying this because I don't want to lose respect. Because I do see at houses, I do see a lot of argument. I do see a lot of putting down each other, you know. That I'm seeing a lot between the teenagers, the young guys, the young places. I do see that. You know, even they want to 60 something. Sometimes I heard one of the family, the husband was complaining that whatever my wife succeeds through me, through the fight. It's not. You cannot say I don't want something. Let's say has his own will too. Let's say he doesn't want that, and she do want that. So since she doesn't receive that, she will fight until she's gonna get it. When he asks her why you do that, she's saying I cannot receive different way. So I have to do this because I know you don't want to look for a fight, and you do my will. It's not also not the right way to do that. It's how to really.
No, it's you have the girls and the boys in the house.
Boy and girls?
Yeah, if the girl is doing something more than the boy, is that must the boy has to do the same thing what the girl is doing?
No.
Like, let's say the girl is cleaning her room. She's cleaning the apartment in the house. So now the boy had to go to yeshiva and then come back, go to learn Torah and come back. So all day long the boy wasn't home. So is that something tomorrow I'm gonna put on you cleaning the house? Yesterday your sister was cleaning the house, tomorrow you. And now the boy is saying, well, I was doing something. So that's where the machloket starts. Now, how you deal with this?
You're trying to say if this have to be also the boy to clean the house.
Yeah, he has to do something too. So he was busy with himself.
The learning Torah, you mean?
Learning Torah, I was in yeshiva. So now my question is, how you as a parent gonna deal with this?
Schedule.
Huh?
Schedule is one thing. You give them a specific job that they have to do it, and they have to take turns.
Home
You have
chores has nothing to do with outside chores.
You have to give them.
It's already
schedule.
It's American style, are you saying this? It's American style. Yeah, it's true. It's American style.
But I remember by us living over there, if the girl has to wash the dishes, our parent was never gonna say to the boy, go wash the dishes. It's not the boy's job. Huh?
My parents didn't tell me that.
No, but all the fight, the family, between the wife and husband, that's where the fight is all starting. Why she has to do more than him?
You have to show that example.
Huh?
You have to show that example. You have to go and watch.
Yeah, so.
He's throwing Bible. We're going.
So,
You want to have someone bite in your house, that's what you do. You gotta go and help.
Okay, let me explain.
No,
Let me
how are you gonna stop this?
I understand the question. Let me explain what's going on. We will see, we're going to figure out what to find solution for it. You see, first of all, you have to know one thing. It's really in our generation we have a big difficulties, a lot of difficulties. Why? You're living in Samarkand, Bukhara. You come to America. Which kind of world? From which kind of world you came? Then you go to Israel, total different world. Then you go to different other. Yeah, what's going on over here? And now in the Bukharian communities, they live everywhere. You're gonna find the Jewish people all over the world. You know, you have French, Russians, Moscow, Uzbekistan, Bukhara, America. Well, all of it, and different mentality. You know, everyone different. Different. For example, between you, between both of you, you saying in that place, what do you mean you wash dishes? It's true. One side it doesn't make sense. What do you mean you wash dishes? It's not my job. And he's saying in some family, wait, and he's saying, I wash the dishes. What's the problem? What's wrong with that? You know, like, what's wrong? For example, my wife, she never will let me to wash dishes. Never. And also let me help you because I don't need dishwash.
So the same thing with my wife. When we just got married, she told me to wash it. I started washing the dishes, a couple of dishes broke, so she said, no. She said,
don't. And the best idea, break it.
I have a question now.
I didn't finish this question.
What he's trying to say is,
Yeah.
let's say you have You have a daughter and a son, what he said. You also want to educate your son that Emet Hashem at the right time when the child gets married, a boy. Just because he's a boy doesn't mean anything. Tomorrow he's going to have a wife also. She's going to get pregnant, she's going to be 9 months pregnant, or difficulties. You don't know what she's going to have. Just because he's a boy doesn't mean anything. He should be able to help his wife in the future. And if you don't educate a child in a house, where's the guarantee the child is going to do tomorrow when he's going to get married? Just because it's a boy doesn't mean that the girl has to be punished and do everything in the house just because she's a girl. It's not fair towards the child also.
Why you call it punished?
Yeah.
No, but you understand. But I'll tell you why. For example, I'll say it straightforward. He's talking about my daughter and my son. My son, the way you know, is in yeshiva Sunday through Friday. But my daughter comes home, she has homework to do, she has things to do, she's obligated to clean this and that. My son comes Tuesday, an hour late just because he has a mishmor. So
Mishmar.
that's isolating because he's having fun in school. He's not just learning, he's having fun at the same time. Sunday, he's in school until 12. So until that time, he's there. Me and my daughter are doing whatever has to be done. So my daughter doesn't have anything to do but the housework. That's not fair to the child. If you look logically, it's not fair to the child also. Just because she's a girl does not mean that she must do everything around the house. She needs to have her time also. She needs to have space also.
Look, let me tell you this. Okay, this is depends the way how you look at it. It depends how you look at it. The truth tell you. It depends how you look at it.
What do you mean?
But I will explain to you. Wait, I'll explain to you. Take it. Listen, what I want to explain.
Okay.
At my house, for example, my boys they didn't do those things kind of stuffs. For example, okay, and my daughter used to take care of the house, everything clean out, and time of yeshiva, not yeshiva, everything. Today, my boys does help their wives, even they didn't do that at the house. Now, why? I will explain myself. First of all, it's nothing wrong if you want to help. But when this case coming through the fight and through the no, you gonna do, no, this one, like a make revenge each other, that's not good. It's have to come by their own feeling, understanding to help each other. I will explain to you one thing. What I'm trying to say, the girl, it's very little bit dangerous. Shh, a little dangerous. Not to lose what her job is supposed to be at the house. You understand? I will explain why I'm saying that. Before I'm gonna tell you this, I'm gonna have to give example. It's just from Shamayim giving this. It's when you talk, it's Shamayim by their sending. It's not everything from Shamayim. It was 25 years ago. I was in seminar. People say, come, everybody. You coming, your students coming, everybody coming. Big seminar. It was 25 years ago. Rabbi was there. Many other rabbis was over there. I don't remember if it was that time even. Many years ago. So one rabbi was over there and he was giving shiur for the ladies, for the guys, everyone. And he said that there was a divorce situation in one of the families. What's happened? They get married, husband and wife, to the boy and girl, they get married, and they can't get along with each other. Why? What's happened? Somebody beating, oh, he's not comfortable or me, he doesn't do this. In the end, they separated. So they asked question, what's happened? So he said, my husband doesn't help me, she said. He doesn't help me to make the table. Things doesn't make sense. Shh. So, and the girls and the guy said, shh. And the guy said, I never did a table at my. It's my job to make a table. Shh. And they bring different examples, this will bring different examples. And in the end, they couldn't get along. And so the rabbi explained like this. He said like this. He said, you see at the house, some families, and it's true, some families, wife Wife doesn't do nothing. They're not fighting each other. They're not fighting. The husband clean and cook and wash and dishes and what you call? Hold on. There's nothing to be proud of here. Listen what I'm saying first here. And make a shower and make a dish. And the woman like a queen. And the girl and the boys, they saw this for 25 years. Now another house, another family you see. The man doesn't do nothing, and the wife. And she clean, and she cook, and she wash, and make dishes, everything. So he's saying that, Rabbi, imagine yourself, this guy come from this family, would do a mother do everything, and the girl come from the house, but the father does everything. Now she accepting, hello, it is your job, my father used to do that. And he's saying, hello, my mother used to do that. I don't kind of thing. No, you see, I before said guys come from this family, down from these countries. You see how the balagan became? Now, true, we have to compromise, and we have to find the way that at the family, at the house, should be bold and understand together how to do everything. Why? If you right now gonna teach your girl, they does clean the way I understand, the way you told me, I do understand, they do clean. But what scares me, they should not have in their mind, okay, I did my job, this is your job. When they grow, at the house should not be, hello husband, this is your job, I did my job. No. Over here gonna come create problem, understand that? But if you're gonna say to your son, that's the reason, if you was, look at your second time came, that's the reason I've said many shurim before, any misunderstanding at the house, where there is, it should not be next to the kids. It should not be next to families.
Right.
It should not be next, because they're gonna understand, see this gonna give good chinuch. And then when you give a chinuch to your daughter or to your son, it has to be separate. Sometimes when you, let's say, the kids, let's say, at the house, let's say father or mother love that kind of kids, love that kids. And she crying, oh, he hit me or she hit me. And then, who is it? I want to talk to him. And the brother, sisters listening from the door. Yeah, come on, give it, give it. And they're happy with the father giving to the brother or to the sister because he heard them before. These things, it's not going to give good chinuch, because child always going to feel, oh, my father going to take my side, or mother might always take my side. That's not good. So, the chinuch, the discipline at the house have to be separately and quietly and nicely. You have to explain to your daughter, this is your job, you have to learn to be like a mother. But to your son, you have to say, learn to be mesudar. Mesudar, to be порядок. Helper, порядочный, to help. No, but not to create at the head of the guy that he have to do all the woman's job. I mean, it's good if you like it, to do it. Okay? If you like it, okay. But to create that kind of thing, yeah? That's the reason, guys, that's the reason we're losing. That's the reason we're losing at home. We're losing entire respect with our husband and wife, and we see a lot of chaos. And people getting divorced because it's kind of thing. Which for me, it's called shtuyot. It's called nonsense. Nonsense. Of course, if the woman pregnant, or the wife pregnant, she going to deliver the baby, what? Husband have to be stupid and not understand, okay, when you go to the hospital, then you get all the garbage. You have to be crazy for that. Okay? We need to take care of nobody. You do it. And something do it, you clearly it's supposed to be done. This is the reason.
Some men don't do that.
Huh?
Some men don't do it.
that.
Who don't do?
There's a lot of men who don't do it.
Not a lot,
Those
some.
men not sitting here today. Who doesn't do it, they're not here now.
We're all helpers.
No. Say there is. If there is some men doesn't do, but it doesn't, yeah. If there is that some men doesn't do, it doesn't mean all the men like that. Because the way I told you, whatever you're saying, there is men not used to do this, it maybe was 100 years ago. Today all this also women? Sure.
This day нет такого.
Some families have, it doesn't mean all men, some men and some women.
You
they
see,
have their own time.
let me tell you something. You see,
You know what's hurting? I'm sorry to interrupt without. The way you just said. Some men do everything in the house and the wife doesn't do anything and she's treated like a queen. And in other houses, the wife does everything, and she's not treated the way she's supposed to be treated.
Okay.
That's what hurting.
And one side man didn't do anything and she did everything and she not treated like it's supposed to be, you saying?
No,
Yes.
Why?
because that's how it goes.
It's not true.
True.
You asking me, I'm saying no, you're saying yeah.
I'm just telling you the way it goes in some houses.
No, look.
Somehow the wife
No,
doesn't know.
let me explain to you something. When I said the woman did everything, it doesn't mean it didn't help at all, but most of the job used to do that. Let me tell you something, guys. Let me explain to you something. You see, you behind before the mini shurim we talked about a lot of details. You have to listen to that. Let me tell you something. Do you know if there is a husband, he's not religious. He doesn't keep anything, and you want to be very tough. He want to treat his wife like a garbage. He really doesn't deserve all these things to have this kind of beautiful wife and to do everything at the house. But that's important. When the husband Talmid Chacham and you're learning Torah, and you know 1 minute of Torah, it's huge. It's huge. And not only this, entire woman, Tchatametim, they're gonna receive only because of the husband learning Torah. And only because you're gonna push him to say learn Torah. You understand? Otherwise woman doesn't have.
Can you say oof?
Huh?
Can you say oof?
I didn't get it, very single.
When you as a husband saying to your wife that you're going to learn, and your wife can say, oof, again?
Don't go.
Don't go stay home.
It's their nature.
Okay, this is
Huh?
It's their nature.
okay, this is no. If they say, you see, it's very important. That's the reason. That's the first of all good thing you coming to shul to learn to understand. It's very important to know that. One thing very important to know. That's the problem. We have a lack of understanding, real reality of our life.
Yes.
We have a lack of understanding, a lot. You know what is learning Torah? The Tchiyat HaMetim is. You know what's waiting for us? It doesn't mean men have to be used his wife. I don't believe our generation, what I'm seeing is going on. The guys today is unbelievable. It's enormous. It's unusual. You see, he's saying he's washing the dishes. It's very rarely find the guy is sitting washing dishes. I'm telling you, it's very rarely. But with this together, if the woman gonna understand the value of learning Torah, the value of studying Torah, the value of Talmid Chacham, why are we gonna go far? What about the wife of Rabbi Akiva? You know the story? We don't need to go far. It's already giving you clean picture. She didn't say wash for the dishes. She was not seeing 24 years the husband that she wanted him. And he was Amaretz. The beginning. He was Amaretz. She wanted he would be Talmid Chacham. Do you know what is she up right now? I'm not thinking so there's a woman and her level to be it, whatever she up to. What she did sacrifice for the Torah. You see, guys, we have to understand one thing. The way I said before, if the husband tough and he's not deserved and he's not Shomer Shabbat, he doesn't do anything and he's asking things, he's really not deserved on one side. On one point, he doesn't deserve it. For what? You're doing all the averot in the world. But if there's a husband Shomer Shabbat Torah Mitzvot and he's trying and he's doing it, it doesn't mean that he should not help. It doesn't mean. But with this together, how much a woman gonna sacrifice herself to give it to the husband that he should learn, he should study, and he should do for the Torah. You know, when he learned Torah, that hour, because you told him to learn, it's not his Torah, it's your Torah. Because he learned Torah because of you. Because of you. He will be at that time go different place or speak with the friends or go outside or will say, I was sure. Couple of hours ago, while he could study again. So it's going to be your school. And at the house with the kids, the way I told you, it's true. You have to help brother and sister. But be careful not to break the girl understanding that tomorrow should not be fight at her house by saying, okay, I wash my clothes, my husband, darling, you go wash your clothes. You know what I'm saying to you? These things should not be, because I learned everyone doing his job. It doesn't go that way. You have to know that some stuff to be this way, and there is situation that's kind of problem. I heard, guys, please, I heard this kind of thing. They had a separation because of this. I heard that. That's the reason. That's the reason I say our generation, many divorces, Rahman al-Islam, nonsense, nonsense. So bekar, nothing, nothing. What is supposed to be? All. By the way, even the rabbis who give a get, Rahman, I hate to say that word even. I hate giving these kind of things for the families and then for to be separated for these kind of cases. They're gonna give very big answer and
Why
big
the
answer.
Rabbi?
Huh?
Why the Rabbi? Why Dafka the Rabbi is gonna have to answer over there?
Simple.
If the Zaifa Kalish Korna Kuna, Bachka Kalish Korna,
He's supposed to make him work.
it's impossible.
It's possible. Nothing impossible in the
That's
world.
why our grandparents used to say. That's our grandparents used to say. Zaifa Moyash Darot, Aklash Kota.
You know what I'm saying?
No, listen, it's have nothing to do with us.
Какой не мусульманский знак. Так оно и есть. Еще по-другому, то, что моя мама говорила. Зайфа, марда мекариги за, марда но мекариги. Это тоже по-мусульмански? Нет.
Нет,
Это не по-мусульмански уже.
Okay, guys, you have to understand one thing. I say before, there is a lady at very high level in the brain, in the mind, and understanding. The divorces could be, very small things doesn't make sense too. But I want to try to explain to you and make you briefly and connect, and that's the reason I want at the beginning to say in the shiur how important the woman if she want to hold the family, because you're the head of everything. Not because I'm head of everything, now you bow down to me. Not in that sense. Not in that sense. In the sense that your husband is a channel, you have to do it at the house that they know how to respect the father. If they're gonna know how to respect the father, then you know your daughter gonna be quietly, mamash, the best place, because she will know how to respect the husband.
Right.
If there is no this kind of things, so accept that God forbid problems. Simple. Because that's it. It's gonna be a problem. You know what? I never take my side of my daughters. Even they're wrong, never ever I take their side. And that's the way it's supposed to be. That's the way it's supposed to be. This is, by the way, our grandmother's teaching. You see that? How they were strong and brave? Even they didn't know the Torah, all the Allah, how they're supposed to be. I mean, why we have to lose that? We're losing that, by the way. We do losing that. And one guy, I don't want to mention his name, religious guy. The worst, Rahman al-Islam, La alechem, and he came to Israel, and he's a rabbi. Why?
Grass green on the other side.
The woman decided it's not for her, the religious, and they have kids, and she left him. How it's happened? I will not blame her, but the parents. Telling you seriously, we're not allowed to say this and that. Most of them playing around as a parents. There is, how many examples? Some kids coming, whatever it is, But 99.9% parents. Everything is parents. I'm telling you, everything is a parents. They have to have a crazy love each other. They have to have a crazy respect each other. They have to have a crazy understanding each other. They have to always do not next to kids. If he hurt you or she hurt you, not next to people, not to the other places, separately, quietly. And most of them don't forget Hashem. Don't forget Hashem. What I mean, you talk to me, ask question, answer you. But who help? You know who help? Hashem's help. What do you mean Hashem help? You have to believe. Not only, even more than that. You should know, more than believe. When you pray, when you ask, He will give it to you. Don't give up. Please, my husband should be tzaddik, my wife should be tzaddiket, please, my kids should be tzaddikim, my girl should be tzadkaniyot, you know? Always, don't give up. Don't say, I prayed the answer. No. Continue. You should know that He's gonna only help. Nobody is gonna help. And of course, we have to try our best to start to change ourselves. And it's in the Bukharian community, it's a known. In Bukhari community, it's a known that the respect between husband and wife not so good. They have the communication of holding the family. It's like a matter of shame. It should not be holding the family because of the shame. You have to be hold the family. Shame, we need it. We need it. It's also very strong. But most we have to learn to hold the family because of the Hashem want, Torah said. It's important thing. It's not only because of the shame. When there is separation, is the biggest hell. You should know that. Not only in this world. It's also in Olam Haba. If the guys who divorce or the ladies who divorce, if they gonna know which kind of hell waiting for them, they're gonna run with the 4 hands and the 4 legs. I don't know why I'm gonna say that. Just to be together, close the case, and be everything okay. I don't know. If just gonna knew what is that, they doesn't know. Everything lack of knowing, lack of knowing, lack of knowing. Only that. That's it. That's it. People doesn't understand that. The way I told you, I don't want to suffer. She doesn't want to suffer.
So,
Oh, if she washing or she doing extra job or he doing extra job, that's it. She's suffering. She cannot live. Where is this kind of thing? Where is this kind of stuff? What the point in entire marriage? If they doesn't know the root of the reason, of course they're gonna complain. If the wife thinking 24/7 or the husband working 24/7, what? Kaif. Kaif. What's kaif? Enjoyment. Enjoy. Just only enjoy. You have any goal in life? People thinking, the truth of it, people thinking, you have a hat, is religious, that's it, you're going to Gan Eden. There is a restriction have to be done to go to Gan Eden. Without the restriction, no Gan Eden. There is a restriction. If only, no restriction, no Gan Eden. I'm telling you, no restriction, no Gan Eden. If the husband says something wrong, you restrict yourself, move. If the husband says something wrong, you restrict yourself. Not restricting, and then it's keeping up. 1 restrict, 3 restrict, 10 restrict, and then bam, that's not restriction. That's not restriction. That can blow up. That's not restriction. Restriction, you hold and you clean and you throw. You hold, you clean and you throw.
right away, the edges.
Huh?
The edges, right away.
Yeah. And then you, also men, not only women, also men. So when you do restriction, that restriction, this is your Gan Eden. This is your Gan Eden. Not only this, everything. Just one example, many stuffs. So, again, what the problem? Tell me, how many places in the Shalom Bayit stuff they saying, well, I didn't hear that, I don't know, maybe I didn't hear, maybe they do say that. They say to the couple, no restriction, no Gan Eden. Do you say, I didn't hear that, never. Respect, huh?
Why they don't say it?
Maybe they say respect each other, it's a love, it's important, Gan Eden, this. They're saying everything. Because if the couple grow, not by understanding there is a restriction, they doesn't want to restrict. They doesn't want. They just married, some couples, just married. Couple of months. That's it. No, it's too much, I can't. She getting choked, I can't. How is gonna be? How is gonna be life?
They lost their manhood.
How is gonna be life? The entire beginning, the mother and the father, they have to say, listen my daughter, listen my son, you're going to war.
It's war.
They have to say that. You're going to war. Don't think about the bed. You're going to war. You have to learn, win the war. How to win? Not to break. Win to make adjustment. You know what I'm saying? To win, to make adjustment. That's called chinuch. That's called, how do you call that? Marriage. That's called creating a family. Otherwise, how is it going to be? How is it going to be life? if from the majority, that's the reason of the Americans that I told a couple of Shurim. Everybody will separate. How old are you? 55. Married? No. How old are you? 65. Married? No.
But they have dogs.
How about cat? You understand what I'm saying to you? This is not life. Always, are you okay? Are you have satisfaction? You good? Only but one thing, satisfaction. Just enjoy yourself 24/7. Satisfaction. Those people, straight to hell. Straight! Yashar! Huh?
For enjoyment.
Because what? Only you enjoy. He eat whatever you want. He sleep how much you want. He everybody you want.
Has a nursing home.
So guys, so by the way, next week, please everybody bring another guys, and I think Yeshua gonna be doing here.
Sure.
Yeah,
No problem.
it's gonna be zchut for my father. Is your side gonna be, and also in Shabbat we're gonna do, and another 2 times I think for the Tikkun Shuvavim left. We will see. خدا الهی برخا وصل تیه بچه‌تون به جای خوابی رفته شلوم بایت شوه شو برخا وصل خیلی سونم آمین
Zabaru.